Alright, welcome everybody to the Mixed Fruit In-House Tournament number 10, hosted by mixedfruit.org. This is the semi-finals of the losers bracket between Nooblo spawning as the green Terran, as playing as random in the top right-hand corner, and in the bottom left-hand corner we have Saber spawning as the blue Brotos. And this is going to be a PvT on Zonarga Cannons again.
Yeah, and I do like that Nooblo spawns as the Terran player again. Of course, I've said a few times before, when Nooblo spawns as the Terran race, he kind of, well, usually ends up doing some sort of a long game instead of any 4-gate or bailing bus shenanigans. So that's looking very much forward to this.
Yeah, definitely. I think honestly we're going to see the best games from Nooblo tonight when he's playing his Terran. I mean, he really knows the ins and outs properly. He doesn't just throw in all the cheese. And I should think this time, well, is that?
Can I make a prediction?
Go on then.
I think he's going to do the much famed 3 Thor, 3 Banshee, 1 Raven, and 30 Marine build. I'm absolutely sure he's going to do that actually.
Alright, good. That sounds good. Why is there a reason he's built a supply depot there? That seems.
Well, I think he usually gets then 2 bunkers at the side of that, so he can.
Right. Yes, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. From what I've heard of you two on this build, that does seem to be the way you rock it.
Yeah. I mean that build. If Saber does not decide to do any 1 base Colossus or just rush for Colossus on maybe 2 base, being in 1 base for quite a while, this Thor build, if he is actually going to do it, is actually so hard to hold for the Protoss player. And I think he's actually going to do it, but I actually hope he's going to do it. So
yeah, I'd be interested to see it. I've heard lots of it, and not actually seen it happen in actuality. So I need to learn how to beat this. So I'm going to be watching Saber quite.
You just need to go 1 base Colossus, and that will be fine because you have so many Marines, and the Thor's not going to be enough when if you just abuse the high ground of the Colossus. And against 4-gate, which I think maybe looks a bit like at the moment that Saber's going to do, it's actually fine as well, because you're going to have the 2 bunkers here at the front, and yeah, just filled with Marines. Maybe going to have a Banshee out at the time it comes around. So yeah, there we go, indeed a bunker. And yeah, I think we do have the Thor build in production. Oh, not in production, but in...
Yeah, I think that's definitely what it's going to be at this point. I don't... Honestly, 4-gate... Maybe he knows. Oh, see, I think 4-gate's is going to be. I think he's. Right, let me just collect myself for a second. Usually, 4-gate does not work against a wall in. He knows that there is not a tight wall in last time he was there.
Yeah.
So he might be going for this, assuming that there's not going to be a wall on. Although there is a pylon coming up at this. Yeah, that's
more gates as well.
It's an interesting choice. We might be seeing.
He's not chrome boosting the warp tech at the moment though, so maybe...
I think we might be seeing Stargate come up right there. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Actually, that's a really interesting build against what Nooblo is trying to do. He's going to have a lot of Marines. Actually, that's going to be tough because actually I think maybe Nooblo has messed his... No, he's not supposed to have another barracks at this time. But he is going to have a lot of Marines. So, depending on what it will be, it's probably going to be a Void Ray of some sort. I think actually he's going to be fine. Of course, I'm not going to have any stim of any sort. I still think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, he'll definitely go for Void Rays. There's no point in going for a Phoenix against a Terran. I mean, you really only want to go Phoenix against Zerg or against Protoss, who you know is doing a similar sort of thing. Because obviously the Phoenix are really great at sniping Overlords and sniping Queens.
Yeah.
Which is really what you want to do early game with Phoenix pressure. Yeah, I really don't think this Void Ray is going to do a whole lot. It's going to, especially if he sends it in alone.
Yeah, but Nooblo is kind of slacking a bit on his Marines though.
Is Banshee right? Is that what should be coming out?
Yeah, it is a Banshee first, then a Raven, and he'll start his Thor as soon as this armor finishes. So it is definitely that build. He needs another barracks now though. It's just gonna be naked, but yeah, there we go. A little force coming out now from Saber, and the Void Ray, of course, is going to be out as well.
Right.
It's going to be quite interesting to see if he actually can hold this.
Void Ray. Yeah, okay. I thought he was going to try and do some shenanigans. I think he's just going to do a Yeah, 2 Void Ray timing push. We've seen In Control do this a couple of times in MLG, Dallas, a couple of weeks ago. It's a solid build. I mean, that Thor is going to be out pretty soon, though. Although these Void Rays are going to be able to melt through that pretty quickly. Though if he's not careful, he will lose those to the Marines. And these bunkers are going to do a lot stopping the Stalkers and the thing. Although it looks like he's going to bring it all together.
Yeah.
This will be interesting. That second barracks is only just going down now. From what you said,
yeah, that's way too late. That's so late. He needed at about 35 food or something like that. Thor is out though.
Thor is out though.
Yeah, that's the problem here. We're gonna have to see Nooblo bring some SCVs. Yeah, for sure. There we go. SCVs coming in from repair. Thor needs to get some shots done. First bunker goes down though. Marines are going to have a bit of a trouble. Raven coming out. C, of course, does not have enough energy at the moment.
He's not going to be able to.
He's going to be able to hold this easily, though, Nooblo.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. He's held that nice and easily. Another Phoenix coming out. Can Phoenix lift for?
No. They're massive.
Massive units. Massive units are unable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Selling that bunker.
Yeah, selling that bunker. See, I mean, I would have probably kept it up just for a little bit, but usually when you get your first Thor out, you sell your 2 bunkers and just spend on more barracks, which he has not gotten yet. He should just build another barracks at the moment. Of course, need the money and the gas at the moment to start his last Thor before the push. Anyway, there we go. That's the 3rd barracks, and as soon as he gets the 200 gas and the 300 minerals, he's gonna be starting the 3rd Thor.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, bang on the dot. Yeah, definitely seems. This seems like a really solid build. I'm not sure I understand what this Phoenix is for. I mean, maybe it's to take out that Raven. Is the Raven for the point defense?
Yeah, it is. It is. And ideally, you will have actually enough energy for 2-point defense storm with this build. And again, it's lacking a bit on the Marines, and you really do need those Marines, especially when you see the other player go against Void Rays. And the right choice right now for Saber is actually to go quite Zealot heavy and not that much Stalker heavy. And
yeah, I don't agree with this expansion. I think is going to be the end of him. That needs to be 4 Zealots and not an expansion. I think Nooblo is going to pretty much roll through here. Especially, I mean, these 2 he needs to, if he gets these Stalkers away and back to the base, that's certainly going to help. But if he lets these die to this pressure coming in here, which he is going to run him away, that's a good move.
Player looking at his minimap, that's a hallmark of a good player.
Bring both Stalkers back. It's definitely a good move. It wouldn't surprise me if he cancelled this expansion, but he has let it finish.
He has let it finish. And as you can see, I mean, this might not actually look that scary, this army, but it is actually quite scary. It has a few less Marines than you would ideally have. You would ideally have around 30, but of course we did have the first engagement. Point defense stone going up. Let's see. Gonna focus down. Needs to get this Thor shooting these Stalkers though. These Marines cannot die if he will not have any anti-air. Let's see. Gonna focus down the Void Ray. Yeah, there we go. This is easily gonna be defeated by Nooblo. 4 Stalkers left at the moment, still 3 Thors, and a few Marines. So yeah, that's GG.
Yeah, that is a fearsome build right there. I'm not sure how to be stopping that one. Even not at full strength, and still rolling through just like that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, as said before, it is defendable with 1 base Colossus, but not many high-end players do 1 base Colossus at the moment. So yeah. Very interesting play, or very nice play from Nooblo. It was not perfect, in my opinion, anyway. Not the way I do it, anyway. But very nice build, yeah. As you can see, it's really, really scary.